Very good morning, my dear friends. Welcome back to Chandan Logics. You're watching YouTube English live session. My name is Sham. SBI PO 2026 is definitely a golden opportunity for the students aspiring to be a part of Indian banking sector. Guys, no doubt today banking sector is one of the fastest growing sectors in the country. It's not just a job, it's also service. When you do service along with your job, you get a sense of joy, you get a sense of pride, you get a sense of fulfillment. Like what I feel in teaching. In teaching, I get a job, I get money, but more than that, I get a sense of happiness that I am helping some people grow in their lives. Likewise, in banking sector, it's not just a job that you do for the sake of money. You also get a sense of happiness that you're helping some people grow in their lives. Do you know something? You work in a rural bank or you work in an urban city. You sanction a loan to a family, and you know what? Your signature brings smiles on the faces of people. Sometimes the decision that the bank manager takes will change the fate of a person. Your banking job is not just about stress and pressure reaching the targets every time. Your banking job is more than that. You are actually playing a very crucial role in someone's lives whom you don't even know the names of. So, if you understand this fundamental point, I'm sure you enjoy the process of banking. Of course, having said this, in today's banking sector in India, there is a lot of stress, pressure, because naturally you're dealing with not your own money, you're dealing with somebody's money. Every rupee counts, every paisa counts. Today we don't use paisa, correct Vishnu? Today we don't use really paisa. Do you have 50 paisa coin with you? No. Do you have at least 1 rupee coin with you? Not very sure. Do you have 5 paisa, 10 paisa coin with you? Not at all. But have you seen this paradox? We don't carry paisa coins with us, not even rupee coins. But today even in share market and stock market, you see paisa. 5,44,324 rupee 10 paisa. Even you go to a petrol bunk, you have paisa, 99 rupees 11 paisa or 130 rupees 45 paisa. Because every paisa counts, so you're dealing with somebody's money. Guys, you have a sense of happiness that your signature is helping some people start business. Your signature is changing somebody's life. Your signature is actually changing somebody's fate. Being in banking profession is not every time about getting money. Being in banking profession is something more than that. You are playing a pivotal role in some people's lives. You are changing the family's happiness. You are adding some happiness. Of course, when you try to recover the loans, that same smiles will vanish. The same customers will blame you. That's a part of the journey. But on the whole, today in banking sector, the economy runs based on banking sector. So congratulations all of you for being in banking sector. I know you are still preparing for SBI job, but I am telling you today, very soon you are going to be in State Bank of India as clerks, as probationary officers, as managers. But then one day, if that happens, Swapna, if one day you become manager, Vishnu, if one day you become probationary officer, Saranya, if one day you are a part of State Bank of India, remember one point. If Shamsa comes to SBI for a loan, don't ask for any document. Straight away sanction me the loan. That's the gratitude you should have for the lecturer. Right. Let's get started. SBI PO 2026. Shall we do something interesting today? Because today paragraph looks very small. Today paragraph looks very simple. So why don't we read the paragraph today? Why don't we read the paragraph today? Why can't we read it straight away? Yes, we will read it together. Shall we read the paragraph together? The evolution of banking in emerging economies has been marked by paradox. What is the meaning of paradox, Vishnu? Paradox means reverse, opposite. Paradox means reverse, opposite. The evolution of banking in 25 crores. What is the point, Vinod? If you give me 25 crores, Nirmala Sitharaman, she is going to take 20 crores. I will only get 5 crores. Our finance minister will take the major share. So what I hardly get is 5 crore. Okay. So the evolution of banking in emerging economies has been marked by a paradox. The meaning of the sentence is, today Indian banking is growing very fast. Indian banking is growing very fast. Beautiful economies. So in the world there are many economies, but in banking sector is growing very fast. But the problem is there is a paradox. See, banking sector is growing very fast, but there is a paradox. The paradox is, while financial inclusion has expanded significantly through digital channels, the depth of the credit penetration remains uneven. See, the happy news is, my dear friends, listen carefully. The happy news is financial inclusion, FI. Financial inclusion is growing very fast. Everybody uses Phone Pay, Google Pay, Paytm, everything. Financial inclusion is growing fast. But there is a problem today in banking sector, Swapna. The problem is simple. The problem is credit penetration is uneven. Credit penetration is uneven. See, on one hand, financial inclusion is growing, but credit penetration is uneven. So this is a happy news, this is a sad news. That is why, my dear friends, he said paradox, because financial inclusion is growing, but credit penetration is not stable. Okay. Public sector banks, historically tasked with development mandates, now face mounting pressure to reconcile profitability with policy obligations. Fantastic sentence. Guys, you should understand, tomorrow you are going to be future bankers. Tomorrow you are going to be bankers. You should understand the problem, the challenge that banking sector is facing today. You have to balance profitability with policy obligations. See, every bank has policy and obligations. You have to handle those obligations. Obligations means duties, responsibilities. So on one hand, you have to handle the policy obligations. On the other hand, you have to also get profit. That is the challenge. This tension is exacerbated by rising NPS. Do you know NPS? Non-performing asset. Somebody takes a loan but doesn't pay the interest, doesn't pay the monthly installments. That becomes NPA. Often attributed not merely economic downturn but also systemic inefficiencies in credit appraisal and monitoring. Why NPAs are happening today, Swapna? It's not just because money is a problem. There is also a problem with system errors, systematic procedures, credit appraisal. For example, today there is a person who gets 20,000 salary per month, but he will get 5 lakh loan, which is a personal loan. In this 20,000 he has to pay 7,000 EMI or 10,000 EMI. Can a person with 20,000 salary who has to pay the house rent, who has to recharge his Netflix and Amazon Prime, who has to handle his mobile phone balance every month, who has to have some movies, entertainment and family responsibilities, can he pay 10,000 EMI? No. So credit appraisal is a problem, monitoring is a problem. There are many banks who give loans for undeserving candidates. That is why NPAs are happening. Because NPAs are happening, tension is increasing. Already there is a lot of tension. What tension? Policy obligations and profitability should be handled carefully. See, many problems in banking sector. Meanwhile, there is one more problem. See, this article is full of problems because banking sector is full of problems. No, one more problem. Fintech entities have disrupted traditional banking models by leveraging data analytics and agile frameworks. There are a lot of fintech companies. Somebody will call me and tell me, Mr. Sham, even though you don't have a proper CIBIL, we will give you 5 lakh loan. I say my CIBIL is too bad. My CIBIL is 300. My CIBIL is 300. I can't even get any loan. I have many loan defaults. But that company will say, don't worry, send me your Aadhaar card and PAN card. We will give you 5 lakh. We will give you 5 lakh. So many fintech companies are giving unnecessary pressure to the banking sector. However, their ascendancy raises concerns about regulatory arbitrage. What is the meaning of arbitrage, Vishnu? Arbitrage means mediation, no? And data privacy. The problem is data privacy. Yesterday I got a call from some unknown company. They say we are calling from some finance company. We will give you loan. My first question is, how did you get my contact number? They say, sir, I think you must have applied for loan in some bank before. We will get that numbers. So privacy hacking. Somebody got my phone number without my permission. Central banks thus find themselves navigating a delicate equilibrium. What is the meaning of navigating? Navigating means going in a certain direction. Now Reserve Bank of India is in a problem. It doesn't know where to go, how to go, what to go for. Delicate equilibrium. Fostering innovation. Important, Vishnu. Innovation means creativity. Fostering means support. While safeguarding stability. See, you have to balance the systematic stability with innovation. Interestingly, the push toward digitalization has not entirely mitigated structural bottlenecks. What is the meaning of this sentence, Swapna? Read this sentence again. The push toward digitalization has not entirely mitigated structural bottlenecks. Means, even though today we have Phone Pay, Google Pay, different online transactions apps, still people are going to banks, yes or no? Actually, what people expected was when digital technology comes, we don't have to go to banks. But that's not the case. Even though today we have a lot of online transactions happening, net banking, internet banking, still people are going to the banks. Rural credit delivery system. This is important. In rural areas, I think you are preparing for SBI PO, not a problem. But there are some rural banks, no. That is a real problem. This rural credit delivery grapples with, what is the meaning of grapple with? Struggle with informational asymmetry. Information is not proper. Despite the proliferation of Jan Dhan accounts. See, government is trying to announce too many programs. Jan Dhan accounts. Dormant accounts remain a persistent issue. Means many accounts are passive. I am the best example. 10 years back, I opened some account in some Canara Bank kind of bank. I am not using it anymore. That account is called dormant account. For some purpose, my previous company opened some salary account. I resigned there. The salary account is still active, which means I don't know, but that bank will leverage some penalty on the common people. So many dormant accounts are giving trouble. Many dormant accounts are giving trouble. This is a persistent issue. This underscores the notion that access doesn't necessarily translate into usage. This is the main line of the paragraph. Access doesn't translate into usage. The resilience of banking system will hinge. Swapna, what is the meaning of hinge? Shivani, what is the meaning of hinge? Hinge means depend. Hinge means depend. Hinge means depend. The resilience of banking system will not only hinge on technology but also institutional reforms. So, if you want the banking system to have resilience, what is the meaning of resilience? Resilience means fall down, rise again. Fall down, rise again. So, banking system should have resilience, and that depends on not only technology but also reforms have to be made that addresses government deficits and enhance risk management in framework. Wow, I thoroughly enjoyed while I was reading this article. What about you? 5 points I'll tell you. Listen carefully. Fatafat. Banking sector today is growing very fast. If you observe today, I started today's session talking about banking sector. You might have surprised why Shamsar is talking about banking sector, because his article talks about it. Banking sector is growing very fast, but there is a problem. The problem is financial inclusion is growing, but credit penetration is a problem. Banking sector is facing a lot of pressure. On one hand, profits are important. On the other hand, policy is important. One more problem, NPAs problem. Why NPAs are happening? Is it because of lack of money? No, lack of proper appraisal. On the other hand, fintech companies are giving tough competition to banking sector. I'll give you one example like Muthoot Finance. If I go to some bank, I want gold loan, it will take 2 hours or 1 hour. But if I go to Muthoot Finance to get bank loan, they will give me gold loan in 5 to 10 minutes. So companies like these are giving, NBFCs are giving competition. Other fintech companies are giving competition. So this article is a beautiful article about the problems that banking sectors are facing today. And the solution is you should have new reforms. Okay, because every day we are not doing paragraphs, Swapna. So today I felt the paragraph looks very small. See how cute, how bubbly, how pretty. The paragraph looks so pretty, no? So pretty. Okay, so I decided to explain this paragraph. Now I have explained enough. Now my job is over, your job begins. Guys, first question. What do you think is a suitable title for the paragraph, guys? Answer. What do you think is a suitable title for the paragraph? Answer. Digital banking success story, dichotomy, modern banking, rural banking failure, fintech future of banking. See, first of all, fintech future of banking system impossible. We have traditional banking system. Fintech is a value addition, extra luxury, but fintech cannot be the future. Rural banking is a failure. Who said that? Who said that rural banking is a failure? Of course there are problems, but it is not failure. Digital banking is a success story. Who said that? Who said that? Nobody said. So dichotomy in modern banking. Dichotomy means there are advantages, there are disadvantages, there are pros, there are cons. Yes, we know. Yes, we know. Everybody, very nice. See, today we started with paragraph. What can be inferred about public sector banks? Any answer, guys? What can be inferred about public sector banks? Anybody, guys? What is the problem now? Yes. Which is the correct? Public sector banks. They are free from pressure. Oh my God. No bank is free from pressure. Every bank is full of pressure. They prioritize profit over social goals. Not at all. He only talked about struggling. See, struggle is the answer. They struggle to balance. See, if you want me to show where it is located, I will show you the Google location. I will give you the Google location. Today the problem is balancing is important. See, traditional banking. This balancing is important. Where is that balance? Where is that balance? It is a responsibility to balance the policy. See, it is a responsibility to balance the policy. See, mounting pressure to reconcile. See, we should reconcile profits with policy. Reconcile means balance. See, equilibrium. Equilibrium means balance. See, okay, guys. Did you understand the paragraph really? Now we have a beautiful vocabulary called ascendancy. Answer please. What is the synonym to the word ascendancy, my dear friends? What is the synonym to the word ascendancy, my dear friends? Yes. Do you think ascendancy means what in the sentence? Yes, guys. Ascendancy, if you want, you can read the sentence also where the word ascendancy is located. See, ascendancy means domination, guys. Ascendancy means domination. Today, there are many banks which are actually dominating, but the problem is from the fintech companies and digital, transactions. So, ascendancy means dominance. Sir, I don't know this, sir. What to do, sir? Then use Sham sir shortcut. Decline is minus. Hesitation is minus. Resistance is minus. Dominance is plus. Dominance is plus. Dominance is plus. Dominance is plus. What is the opposite of the word mitigate? Very simple question. You can get the answer in 2 seconds. What is the opposite of the word mitigate? Everybody knows, right? Mitigate means intensify. See guys, mitigate means reduce, minus. Reduce is reduce. Alleviate is reduce. Soften is reduce. Intensify is the positive word. Intensify is the opposite. Intensify is the opposite. Everybody knows the synonyms, no? So today again I am not going to teach too many synonyms today. Let's complete the paper as quickly as possible. What is the tone of the other? Very important question, guys. Yes, what is the tone of the other? Anybody guess the answer? What is the tone of the other? Do you think the other is very optimist? No. The other is crying, he is shouting, he is screaming? No. The other is satirical? Not at all. The other is just very analytical and critical. The other is not optimistic. The other is not optimistic. The other is very analytical. Sir, the author is optimistic, sir. No. If the author is really optimistic, he wouldn't have mentioned these many problems in the article, Sharanya, correct? The author is not optimistic. Again, he is not pessimistic. He is very balanced. He is analyzing the matter. He is being very critical. Okay. Okay, question number 6, guys. Why do dormant accounts remain an issue? Dormant account means inactive accounts. The accounts which are not active. Answer, tell me. Why do dormant accounts remain active? Anybody answer? Yes. Why do dormant account remain active? Sis, guys, if you start talking about the dormant accounts, it started here. Dormant account remain. Why? What is the reason? The reason is access does not translate into usage. Access does not translate into usage. Direct answer. Option C. Yes, Suresh. Very good. See, today I decided to do this paragraph not just because the paragraph is simple and small. I also want you to gain that confidence that we can do the paragraph, Shivani. Okay, very good. Next. What is implied about fintech companies? Answer, please. Anybody answer? Anybody answer? What is implied about fintech companies? The problem is they are fully regulated. My God, no fintech companies are fully regulated. They pose no risk. No, they are posing risk. They have replaced banks entirely. When did that happen? I don't know. They challenge traditional systems. The problem with fintech companies is they challenge the traditional systems but raise concerns. Because of the fintech companies, traditional banks are facing challenges, but also there are some tensions, concerns. You're right, Sharanya. Next, Shallow. Let's go to the question number 8. See. Which of the following describes regulatory arbitrage? Nice question. Answer. Nice question. Answer, please. Regulatory arbitrage. What does that mean? Regulatory arbitrage. What does that mean, guys? Regulatory arbitrage. See, here it comes. Their ascendancy, their domination raises concerns over regulatory data privacy. Here there means the fintech companies. He is talking about fintech companies exploiting differences in regulations. See, I go to State Bank of India for home loan of a personal loan. They say no, you don't get it, you are not eligible. I go to Indian Bank, I go to Canara Bank, I go to Union Bank, all rejected my loan application. Then some fintech company will say, don't worry, may huna, why fear when we are here? 30% extra interest, no documents, pre-approved loan. You click option 1, you will get 2 lakh. You click option 2, you will get 5 lakh. You click option 3, you will get 10 lakh. Okay. So fintech companies are taking advantage of the differences in regulation in traditional banking sector. So regulatory arbitrage means exploiting the differences. See, that is the reason, guys. I'm sorry, my voice is again giving trouble. Guys, if you are a bank job aspirant, read the articles especially related to economy, business articles. Next, what is the primary cause of NPAs? Guys, you tell me why NPAs are happening in our country. Is it just because there is no money? Is it just because there is no money? No, the problem is there are many inefficiencies in credit systems. There are many inefficiencies in credit system. That is why NPAs are happening. You got the point? NPAs are happening not just because there is no money. See, inefficiencies in credit system. Here is the answer. So paragraphs are easy, guys. Be very positive. Maybe the last question. Which of the following best reflects the author's conclusion? Anybody answer? Which of the following best reflects the author's conclusion? Anybody answer? Technology alone will fix banking systems. Rural banks should be abandoned. Oh my God. Fintech should replace traditional banks. No. Banking reforms must complement technological process. See, which means on one hand technology is important, on the other hand banking sectors have to also complement it by making some good policies. This is the essay today. This is the passage today. I think it's a happy news that today we are able to successfully and happily complete the paragraph. I hope this is useful for you. Chalo. I don't think we have any more questions from paragraph. Now we have a wonderful section called close test. Get there. I think today we should be very careful. We already have a very latest experience. So making mistakes is a part of life. Making mistakes is important, but don't repeat the mistakes, correct? So now let us observe very carefully A. No confusion. Okay, now he asked A. Now where is A? Here is A. Get the answer. 10 seconds. See, that is why mistakes are sometimes important. Mistakes are sometimes important. Answer please. Answer please. Even without reading the sentence, there is a shortcut. Alleviate means reduce. Okay. Alleviate means reduce. Okay. Neutralize is also reduce, making zero. This is also reduce. This is also reduce. Do you know the meaning of circumvent? Circumvent is also reduce. Avoid. Circumvent. Avoid. Circumvent. Avoid. Circumvent. Avoid. Okay, Sai. Thank you for the information. So NPA is someone who doesn't pay the loan after 1 year, more than 1 year. Okay. That's a good information. You should know better. You prepare for banking awareness, banking general knowledge. So these three synonyms, only one odd man out. Antonym. Finish. Out of the 4 options, 3 options carry same meaning. Yes. Exacerbating is the answer. Exacerbating is the answer. Okay? Exacerbating is the answer. Okay? Let us read it once again. What is the meaning of alleviate, decrease, neutralize, decrease, circumvent, avoid? What is the meaning of exacerbate? Exacerbate means make worse. Exacerbate means make worse. So artificial intelligence promise unprecedented efficiency. Their deployment occurs in regulatory vacuum, thereby dash the risks. Already there is a risk because of the new technology. The risk is exacerbating. Mean the risk is getting bigger. Situation is getting worse. Next question. Okay. Question number B. Carefully observe. Where is B? Here is B. Anybody answer? Only 10 seconds time. Only 10 seconds time. Fatafat answer. Even you don't read the sentence, just look at the options. Reinforce is a positive word. Reinforce means support. Proliferate is a positive word. Proliferate is spread. Of course, unless it is a virus, it is normally a positive word. Legitimize, positive word. Legitimate means legal, make something legal. Undermine is a negative word. Undermine is a negative word. Undermine is a negative word. See, I always say this, guys. Go by the shortcuts. Maximum times you can get the right answer only with the shortcuts. Only with the shortcuts. Okay? Right. You can go by the shortcuts. Undermine means reduce the value. Undermine means reduce the value. If you see this, you will understand not only dash but also engender systematic bias. Okay? So bias is a negative word. Bias is a negative word. If bias is a negative word, here also must be negative. This is negative. Not only minus but also minus. Okay? Right. Because when you say not only but also, both should be in the same line, no? Okay, correct? Okay. Let's go to the next question. Right. Once again, I think we are missing C option. See, that is the thing. We should be very careful here. We are missing C. We are missing C. Yes. Answer please, guys. Answer please. Answer please. Waiting for your answer. Easy question. Guys, easy question. Easy question. Let us apply shortcut now. Attenuate means reduce. Obscure means unknown, secret, hiding. Exacerbate means make worse. Reconcile means solve the problem or get together. Reconcile means solve a problem or get together. Solve a problem or get together. Solve a problem or get together. Okay. So here what is the now shortcut? Better we read the sentence because positive negative factor is not very clear here. Okay. The reliance on data driven models tend to dash inequities. Already there are inequities. Already there are problems. Now more dependence on some technology makes a situation worse. Exacerbate is the answer. No. Every time shortcuts don't work. That is a problem, Sai. That is a problem. See, the reason I did not go for plus minus is these are not very positive negative clearly. Attenuate is reduce. Reduce may be positive, may be negative. So we should be little careful. We should be little careful. That is why shortcuts only 90%. 10% always be careful. Already there are many minus problems. Now the situation becomes more worse. Exacerbate. We should be very careful, guys. Okay. Next question. D. Find the D option, guys. Find the D option, guys. Find the D option, guys. Make it very fast. I think here also we can go by a shortcut. Mitigate is reduce. Eradicate is reduce. Mitigate is reduce. Eradicate is reduce. Eradicate is reduce. Okay. Eradicate is reduce. Now what else you have? You have perpetuate, transcend. Basically transcend means rise above. Transcend means rise above. Transcend means rise above. What is perpetuate, Vishnu? What is perpetuate, Sharanya? Anybody answer? Waiting for your answer. Waiting for your answer. Waiting for your answer. Yes. Today morning in the newspaper also we have this linger. So perpetuate means continue. So here also the problem is positive negative factor may not be clear. Plus minus factor may not be very clear here. Plus minus factor may not be very clear here. So now let us do something else. This phenomenon raises concerns about whether AI can ever be impartial or if it merely dash the biases. Which means, is the technology going to be impartial or is it going to continue the bias? Continue the bias, perpetuate. So this is purely based on the meaning. Continue. The meaning comes like, is the technology going to be impartial or is the technology going to be continue? Is it going to continue the bias perception? So continue means perpetuate. Okay. Guys, the last question in this section, E. Answer please. E. Answer please. Answer please. Yes. Guys, do you know the meaning of the word abdicate? Abdicate means leaving something. Leave in the middle. Give up. Devise means design. Create. Dismantle, everybody knows destroy. Dismantle is destroy. Obfuscate means confuse. Obfuscate means confuse. Maybe there is one chance where you can go to the option device. But again, I always say shortcuts only 99%. 1% be careful. I think you are dash a framework. See, policymakers have to dash a framework. Policymakers have to devise a framework. Policymakers have to design a framework. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Congratulations on the completion of the second section also. Close test is interesting and important. Before we go to the next question, special offer. Today is the last day. July 15th is today. So today is the last day. Don't miss this opportunity where you can get one course completely for 499 rupees. RRB Group D crash course is available at just 299 rupees. You can get it. 0 to Hero 2.0 special course where aptitude, reasoning, advanced maths, best content, complete classes. Yes, the real section came now. I think so far the sections we have done purely comprehension, right? Passage is comprehension, close test is comprehension, jumbled is comprehension. We didn't get to do any grammar so far. Okay, that's the PO exam all about. Get me the sequence. Get me the sequence. Get me the sequence. Get me the sequence fast. Who can get it? Get me the sequence fast. Go by absolute shortcuts. Go by absolute shortcuts. Waiting for your answer. Waiting for your answer. Waiting for your answer. Yes. I think identifying the first question is a cakewalk. Correct? This cannot be the first statement. 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 Only this is the first statement. The proliferation means spread. The proliferation of financial systems has undeniably transformed the landscape of modern banking. Very good. Congratulations. Digital finance system has transformed. Correct. True. Phone Pay, Google Pay. You know. What comes after C? Do you think B comes? See, A cannot come because in the A you are talking about paradox. Paradox means something opposite. So before A, the two statements should be like this. You got the point? Because paradox means before A, the other two statements plus minus. So B, however, such rapid digitization, see, digitization often engenders vulnerabilities. I told you no. Plus came. Now minus came. Naturally paradox comes. You understand the level? Sharanya, you got it? How we are doing? How we are doing this? Yes, Suresh. See? Vulnerabilities. 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 These vulnerabilities. Easy, Ray. Easy, Ray. This exercise is too easy. Yes. Yes. Sai is correct. Suresh is correct. Yes. See, you can do jumbled in many ways. But what is important is do it fast. If you don't do it in 1 minute or 2 minutes, things are going to be difficult. You have to do the jumbled sentences as fast as you can. You have to do the jumbled sentences as fast as you can. Okay? Especially in competitive exams today, jumbled statements are very crucial. Jumbled statements are very important. See, the biggest problem here is, guys, the biggest problem here is identifying the first statement is no problem. But what comes next? Generally what people do, the biggest mistake is, what they do is they get the first statement. To get the second statement, they read all the statements. Don't do that. Don't read the complete sentences. Go by the shortcuts. See, this is a positive sentence. Digitization. Such digitization. Such means this only no. This only no. Okay. Now if you observe, guys, this is positive, this is negative. That is why we say paradox. That is why we say paradox. Then these vulnerabilities. Katam. When you practice jumbled, practice with stop clock. When you practice jumbled, practice with timer. When you practice jumbled, practice with timer. Practice with stop clock. Okay, guys? Chalo. Let's go to the next section. Question number 21. Yes. Now we can focus on spotting error. Who can get the answer in less than 30 seconds? Who can get the answer in less than 30 seconds? Answer. Yes. Answer. Who can get the answer in less than 30 seconds? Answer. That is the secret here, guys. That is the secret here. You are my confidence. Thank you, Amma. Thank you, Sai. Main pillar and play a major role. Yes, thank you so much, Sai. Good to hear. Who can get the spotting error here? Fast. Who can get the spotting error fast? Waiting for your answer. If you observe this sentence carefully, guys, there is some very interesting point here. There is some very interesting point here. 90% physically disabled, wheelchair user, convicted. Again what? Arey yaar, convicted is a verb, wrote is a verb. What is that? Convicted is a verb, wrote is a verb. How are you using, why are you using two verbs? The problem here is not convicted, convict. You know, there is a convict. Convict means a person who is in a jail. So there is a person who is physically disabled. He is in wheelchair. He is convict. He is in the jail. He wrote a book. So here you are talking about he wrote a book. Here you are talking about he wrote a book. Okay. A 90% physically disabled, wheelchair user, convict. He is a convict. He is a convict. Even he is a convict. See, he is physically disabled. He is a wheelchair user. He is a convict. He wrote a book from solitary confinement. You understand? Convict should be the answer, not convicted. Okay. Guys, if you want, I'll tell you one more secret also. If you really want to use convicted as verb, you have to have a preposition of, like convicted of, accused of, like that. Okay. Chalo. Question number 22. Again spotting error. Again spotting error. The newly elected Punjab Legislative Assembly passed a resolution. Fantastic sentence. Error please. Error please. Error please. Easy question, Swapna. Easy question, Sharanya. Easy question, Shivani. Suresh, Sai. Easy question. Come on, you are taking too much of time. Moved by the Chief Minister itself. Oh my God. How can you say Chief Minister itself? You can say Chief Minister himself, or you can say Chief Minister herself. But you can't say Chief Minister itself. You have to say Chief Minister himself, or you can say Chief Minister herself. But you can't say Chief Minister itself. Easy question. I don't want to waste much time on this. 23rd question. Nice question. Find the error. Find the error. Make it fast. Yes, guys. See the sentence. The sentence is very, very big. But if you know the error, you will be shocked. You will be surprised. But the error is very simple. Who will get me the right answer first? Yes? Nobody yet? Easy question, Charanya. Easy question, Vishnu. Come on. Make it fast. Can you be more specific, Shivani, when you say B, when you say C, when you say D, Vishnu? When you say D, you have to be more specific. You have to be more specific. You should be very specific. Give me answer clearly. Sharanya, you are wrong. Vishnu, you are wrong. Shivani is correct. You cannot say written back. Easy question, right? I told you already. The sentence is very difficult. It looks very big. But genuinely, if you know the right answer, written back cannot be used. If you know the right answer, written back cannot be used. If you know the right answer, written back cannot be used. If you know the right answer, written back cannot be used. Everybody knows, so you can't say written back. You can't say, repeat the same. You can't say told to. You can't say near to. You can't say opposite to. You can't say elected as. You can't say discuss about. They're all more or less same patterns, right? Okay. 24th question, can you get me the answer? Where is the spotting error? 24th question, where is the spotting error? What is the error? Make it fast. 24. Waiting for your answer. Waiting for your answer. Yes. Who will get me the answer? Don't message ABCD. Get me the right answer, please. If you say ABCD, I cannot understand the error. Abdul. Nagarjuna. Don't just message ABCD. Don't just message ABCD. Also let me know what is the right answer. Also let me know what is the right answer. Also let me know what is the right answer. Don't message ABCD. Nobody yet. I'm waiting for your answer. Come on, Nagarjuna. Yes, come on, Abdul. Waiting for your answer. Shivani, what happened? Sharanya, what is the matter? Vishnu, no answer yet. Vishnu, no answer yet. Vishnu, no answer yet. Muslim meat traders. In that sentence, you are not talking about this meat. You are talking about this meat. Here you are talking about non-vegetarian feast. Okay? So M-E-A-T, meat. Meat traders. Traders means the people who business. The people who run business. What is meat traders? It must be meat traders. Goat, meat. Okay, easy question. I didn't get the right answer quickly. Question number 25 fast. Question number 25 fast. Question number 25 fast. Waiting for your answer. Yes. Can you make it fast? Answer please. Stepping down pressure on the Narendra Modi government. Trinamool Congress is set to move a motion urging the government to bring in the women reservation bill during the current budget session. It is a very nice question, guys. It is a very nice question. It is a very nice question. Who can get the right answer? Very nice question. Who can get the right answer? Arey yaar, don't. Again you are making mistakes. No, your performance in spotting errors is below average. Shivani, your performance in the spotting error is not up to the mark. I want more. No, Abdul, not correct. I understand that you are not trying to understand the sentence meaning properly. You people are trying to find some error randomly. You are not trying to understand the sentence properly. See, there is something called Trinamool Congress. Trinamool Congress is trying to put pressure on Narendra Modi, BJP. It is a political rivalry. Which means Trinamool Congress is trying to demand for reservation bill and put pressure on BJP. Now because of this, what happens? The pressure will increase or decrease? Pressure will increase. Pressure will increase. If pressure will increase, why do you want to say stepping down? You have to say stepping up. You can't say stepping down there. You are not trying to say stepping down pressure. You have to say stepping up pressure. You cannot say stepping down pressure. You must say stepping up pressure. Trinamool Congress is increasing the pressure. Increasing the pressure. Trinamool Congress is increasing the pressure. So if the pressure is not stepping down, the pressure is stepping up. Come on, Vishnu. How can you say women's like this? How can you keep the apostrophe outside? If you keep the apostrophe outside, it's going to be incorrect, no? Bringing up. Oh my God, Shivani, bring up. Stepping up is correct. Stepping up. Many of you were worried about this expression, bring in. Bring in means introduce. Bring in means launch. Bring in means introduce. So Trinamool Congress wants BJP to introduce the women's bill. So bring in is not a problem. The problem is stepping down is a problem. Stepping up. Pressure is increasing. Pressure is increasing. Pressure is increasing. Wow, what is this now? In the given sentence, a part of sentence is given in bold. Below are the alternatives. Nice section, I think. This seems to be very interesting. See? So, this is the sentence. This is the sentence. And this highlighted part needs improvement. Can you try? Easy question, no? It looks complicated but easy. I'll tell you the direct answer. Tamil Nadu government singular. You can't use has. So you directly cannot use being form. Now there are three options left. First option, third option, fourth option. Can you tell me what is the right answer? Can you tell me what is the right answer? What is the right answer? Easy question, brother. Easy question. Tamil Nadu government has been on the receiving end. My dear friends, what is the meaning of receiving end? See, you people are preparing for SBI PO exam. What is important is your reading skills have to be very fast. If you don't read the sentences fast, then what is the point? So, Tamil Nadu government is on the receiving end. Receiving end means somebody is giving them something. It is receiving. Receiving end means you are getting something. You are the benefactor. You are the beneficiary. Receiving end. You don't say receiving and receiving and. Receiving end. From bus operators. See, the bus operators are giving something. Government is getting something. Receiving end. You don't say receiving and. Receiving end. Easy questions. Question number 27. Can you try here? The sentence started here. But you don't have to read the complete sentence. No, read the highlighted part. Read only the highlighted part. People watching this session on the YouTube. People watching this session on the YouTube. Focus on the highlighted part. Focus on the highlighted part. With the capital also enforced. See, when we say with, you don't use past tense here. You use present tense. You don't use past tense. You use present tense. So enforcing, ing should come. With the capital also. Why has been? With the capital also enforcing. An weekend, a weekend. A weekend is correct. Khatam. Fatafat. As a banking aspirant, what plays a crucial role is your speed. Your comprehending skills. Your speed, your comprehending skills. Your speed, your comprehending skills. A weekend, okay? It cannot be an weekend. With the capital also been. This grammar is wrong. With the capital also, why has been? You directly say with the capital also enforcing lockdown. With the capital also enforcing lockdown. With the capital also enforcing lockdown. Can you try this question? Question number 28. What matters is your speed matters. Your speed matters. Sales of, oh my god, you don't use cells. Impossible, no? Here using cells is impossible, no? Okay. Sales of everything from diesel to cooking fuels. See, from to, from A to B. When from comes, to comes. But here from there and is there. Impossible. From A to B. Dropped during. Dropped during. From A to B. Okay, you are saying from A to B. You are saying from A to B. From A to B. So sales of everything from diesel. See, two options left. Here you are talking about April 1st to April 15th. You can't say in. You have to say during. During is the right preposition. No improvement, we are wasting time. No improvement, we are wasting time. No improvement, we are wasting time. Done? Okay. Guys, now homework. Today's paper is thoroughly beautiful. Excellent. Not very easy, not very difficult, but very interesting. 2 questions homework. Message your right answers in the comment section. Question number 29 and question number 30. Okay. Question number 29. Question number 29. Message your right answer in the comment section. What is the right option? 29. Okay. Take the screenshot. Quickly. Message your answer in the comment section. Done. And also question number 30. Before we go to the, yes, question number 30. Here is the question number 30. 1 second. 31. Okay. 30 is not there here. 1 second. Give me a moment. Yeah. This is the question number 29. Take the screenshot, guys. Everybody. Question number 29. Take the screenshot. Message your answer in the comment section. Message your answer in the comment section. And this is the question number 30. Message your answer in the comment section. Today's paper is beautiful. Beautiful paper. I'll see you tomorrow. Message both the answers in the comment section. Okay? Keep practicing. Stay focused. Stay energetic. Stay motivated. And stay positive. Have a great day. Signing off, you Shamso.